America's new public health policy isn't coming from scientists. It's coming from conspiracy theorists. President Donald Trump and his health secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. are now linking childhood vaccines and paracetamol to autism without a shred of credible proof. And they're not just saying it, they're making it federal policy. This began with a press conference at the White House.
I want to say it like it is. Don't take Tylenol. Don't take it. If you just can't, it's fight like hell not to take it. There may be a point where you have to, and that you have to work out with yourself. So don't take Tylenol. Don't take it. Don't take it.
Trump also said that vaccines, especially the MMR triple shot, should be split up or delayed. Why? Just a feeling, he said. No data, peer-reviewed science, but just a feeling. The heart of this policy shift is RFK Jr.'s MAHA movement, short for Make America Healthy Again. It's a mix of anti-vax beliefs, raw food culture and wellness pseudoscience, now promoted as US health doctrine. RFK Jr. now oversees a $2 trillion federal department with over 80,000 employees, and he's rolled out the MAHA report, a 300-page blueprint warning against vaccines, pesticides, psychiatric drugs, and paracetamol.
First, effective immediately, the FDA will be notifying physicians that the use of let's see how we say that. Acetaminophen. Is that okay? Which is basically commonly known as Tylenol, during pregnancy can be associated with a very increased risk of autism. So taking Tylenol is not good.
Medical experts say some studies cited in the report don't even exist.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Even the White House press secretary later admitted that the data was flawed. But the administration stood by the report anyway, calling it one of the most transformative health documents ever released. Let's take a look at the actual evidence. Several studies have suggested a correlation between paracetamol or Tylenol use during pregnancy and autism. But correlation is not causation. A landmark 2024 study in Sweden tracked 2.5 million children. They found no causal link. In fact, when they compared siblings, one exposed to paracetamol in the womb, the other not, any link disappeared entirely. UK, US and Australian guidelines continue to recommend paracetamol as the safest painkiller during pregnancy, because the real danger is untreated high fever, which can cause birth defects, miscarriages or low birth weight. So why attack paracetamol? Analysts say this is more about optics than health. The paracetamol autism narrative comes at a time when Trump's campaign is battling legal blowback and economic criticism.
I think we found an answer to autism. How about that?
The autism angle creates outrage, headlines, and crucially, a villain. In this case, it's Big Pharma. Mothers are now being told they were right all along, that vaccines and medicines harm their kids. It's a playbook of emotional validation, not evidence. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is not new to this rhetoric. He's falsely claimed that vaccines cause autism, psychiatric drugs cause mass shootings, COVID was engineered to target racial groups, DARPA is spraying chemicals through jet fuel, fluoride in water causes gender dysphoria, HIV doesn't cause AIDS. He once also said researching a vaccine is like shopping for a toaster. In just months, RFK Jr. has fired 10,000 public health workers, slashed budgets, disbanded long-standing programs, installed functional medicine influencers like Dr. Casey Means and Dr. Oz into top roles, pushed leucovorin, a folate supplement, as a supposed autism treatment. No new clinical trials or confirmed findings, but major policies are being announced. Autism rates in the United States have risen from 1 to 150 children in 2000 to 1 in 30 today. But the reasons are complex. Evolving diagnostic criteria, better screening, more awareness, genetic and environmental overlap. Experts say blaming medication taken during pregnancy without any evidence only stigmatizes mothers. It shifts the burden of proof onto them and ignores the overwhelming genetic contribution to autism. Medical bodies around the world, from the FDA, CDC, NHS to Australia's TGA, have rejected Trump's claims. But the damage is already done. Kenvue, the maker of Tylenol, lost $2.6 billion in market value overnight. The FDA will now issue a warning label despite the lack of causality. Doctors say public trust is collapsing and vaccine hesitancy is surging again, just as measles outbreaks are rising in the US. A scientific consensus built over decades is being undone in a matter of weeks.
It is tragic that we see this vaccine skepticism, because even though the number of additional deaths in the rich world is likely to be modest, every life should count. And when the poor countries hear that skepticism, it spreads there as well. And there, the chance of a child dying when they get measles is about 30% versus about 1% in rich countries. And so tragically, that skepticism, which is not well-founded, will have caused more deaths outside the country than inside the country.
So with RFK Jr., you've agreed to disagree?
On vaccines, yes.
The wellness culture that once asked harmless questions about food dyes, raw milk or pesticides is now fully politicized. Parents, mostly mothers, who post about cloth diapers, seed oils and natural medicine are now being weaponized to erode trust in medicine.
Been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing.